Congratulations! You've purchased one of the most innovative gas log heaters on the market today, EmberGlow's vent-free gas log system. This log set is designed for easy installation with step-by-step instructions included in this video. Installation should take no more than an hour. Before beginning, read the owner's manual carefully. This video is meant only as a supplement to the owner's manual. If you'd prefer to have your log set installed by a licensed professional, contact a gas company, propane supplier, or plumber.
Hi, I need to speak to someone about having my gas logs installed, please.
Verify that the log set you've purchased matches the type of gas you'll be using, propane or natural gas. Your heater cannot be converted between fuel types. Also, ensure that you have the right size of gas logs for your fireplace. Clearances are listed both on the box and in the owner's manual. If your heater is going to be installed in a fireplace that has previously burned wood or coal, it's recommended that you have both the firebox and chimney cleaned prior to installation. Air vents and ash cleanout drawers should be sealed to avoid drafting. Drafts can lead to pilot outages and sooting. You also need to make sure your inlet gas pressure is correct. See your owner's manual or your product data plate for correct inlet pressures. When all of these conditions have been met, you may begin unpacking the log set. In addition to logs, your set should contain a burner system, an aluminum tube, a supply fitting, a damper clamp, a bag of decorative stone, a grate enhancer, 2 grate enhancer legs, 2 screws, a small tube of pipe dope, and the owner's manual. You will also need an adjustable wrench, a pipe wrench, and a screwdriver. To begin installation, center the burner system inside the firebox. Then, make sure the gas supply to the fireplace is off. Most fireplaces are supplied by a 1/2-inch gas line. If the gas line leading to your fireplace is a different size, you will need an adapter. Coat the supply line with pipe dope. Then, attach the 3/8-inch brass supply fitting, twisting in a clockwise direction. Support the supply line with a suitable tool, in this instance, a pipe wrench. The fitting must be secured firmly, without putting torque on the supply line. Carefully bend the flared tubing as needed to reach the supply line. Use both hands and make the bend slowly, without kinking the tube. If your supply line is located on the left side of the firebox, you can purchase an extra aluminum tube and a coupling to run the supply line around the back of the fireplace. After the necessary bend has been made, attach the aluminum tube, first to the unit, then to the supply line. Tighten snugly. You are now ready to check for leaks. Make sure the valve on the burner assembly is in the off position. Then, turn the manual valve, or fireplace key, to the on position to allow gas flow to the heater. Make a 50-50 solution of liquid soap and water, and sponge all connections with the solution. If bubbles appear, tighten the connection and repeat the test. When the connections are secure, pour decorative stone in front of the burner assembly. Make sure the stone is at least 1/2 inch from the burner bar. The burner bar must remain free of foreign materials to operate properly. If you have purchased a thermostatically controlled model, uncoil the thermostatic sensor. Run the sensor outside the firebox to get an accurate room temperature reading. If you want to hide the sensor lead, cover it with decorative stone. Attach the grate enhancer legs to the grate enhancer with the screws supplied, and attach the grate enhancer to the burner bar. We suggest you do a test lighting of the burner assembly before you begin log placement. Be sure to review all safety precautions in the owner's manual before you light your set. Move the control knob to the pilot position and press. While continuing to press the control knob, press the piezo igniter. The piezo igniter is located on the right side of the valve. It may take several attempts to light the unit the first time, since there will be air in the gas line. After the pilot flame is lit, continue pressing the control knob for another 15 to 20 seconds to stabilize the pilot. Then release the control knob. The control knob will pop back out, and the pilot light should remain lit. Next, turn the control knob to the high setting. The flame should ignite on the burner bar. Now, turn the control knob back to the pilot position. You are ready for log placement. The precise placement of your logs is very important. Each log is grooved for easy placement. The back log, the second largest log, should be centered on the standoffs attached at the rear of the grate. The front log, which is the largest log, should be positioned as far forward in the grate as possible. Next, place the two side logs on either side of the set, securing them in their intended grooves on the bottom logs. Place the middle log between the two side logs. Then, place the wedge-shaped log on the front and side log. The remaining log is then placed on the back and middle log. Place the pine cone in front of the U-shaped burner. The back log, the second largest log, should be centered on the standoffs attached at the rear of the grate. The front log, which is the largest log, should be positioned as far forward in the grate as possible. Place the two side logs on either side of the set, securing them in their intended grooves on the bottom log. Place the middle log between the two side logs. Then, place the smaller wedge-shaped log on the front and side log. The wider wedge log is then placed on the front and opposite side log. The remaining log should be placed along the back and middle log. Place the pine cone in front of the U-shaped burner. The back log, the second largest log, should be centered on the standoffs attached at the rear of the grate. The front log, which is the largest log, should be positioned as far forward in the grate as possible. Next, place the two side logs on either side of the set, securing them in their intended grooves on the bottom logs. Place the middle log between the two side logs. Then, place the wedge-shaped log on the front and side log. The remaining log is then placed on the back and middle log. Place the pine cone in front of the U-shaped burner. The back log, the second largest log, should be centered on the standoffs attached at the rear of the grate. The front log, which is the largest log, should be positioned as far forward in the grate as possible. Place the two side logs on either side of the set, securing them in their intended grooves on the bottom logs. Place the middle log between the two side logs. Then, place the smaller wedge-shaped log on the front and side log. The wider wedge log is then placed on the front and opposite side log. The remaining log should be placed along the back and middle log. Place the pine cone in front of the U-shaped burner. The back log, the second largest log, should be centered on the standoffs attached at the rear of the grate. The front log, which is the largest log, should be positioned as far forward in the grate as possible. Place the two side logs on either side of the set, securing them in their intended grooves on the bottom logs. Place the middle log in between the two side logs. Next, place the long, slender top log in its groove on the front log. It should rest securely in the opposing groove on the side log. The remaining wedge log should be placed along the back log and right side log. Place the pine cone in front of the U-shaped burner. Refer to the step-by-step instructions in your owner's manual to confirm log placement for your set. Improper placement of logs may cause sooting. Be sure all logs are secure in their intended grooves and will not shift position easily. If you have a mantel above your fireplace, a mantel guard accessory may be required to prevent heat buildup on your mantel. If your mantel is less than 24 inches from the opening of your firebox, we strongly recommend that you install a mantel guard. Mantel guards can be purchased separately from your EmberGlow dealer. Not only does your log set provide realistic beauty, but it can also control the warmth and heat in the room. Turn the control knob to the high setting. At this position, the flame height and heat output is at its highest level. Now, turn the control knob to the low setting. At this position, the burner will produce lower flame height and heat output. When you turn the control knob to your desired setting, the thermostat will automatically cycle your log heater to maintain a consistent room temperature. Your vent-free heater is equipped with a dual-purpose safety pilot system that engages once your unit is in operation. Your safety pilot system monitors oxygen depletion and any interruptions in the fuel supply. If either ever occur, gas flow to the burner will automatically shut down, which in turn shuts off the heater. Your heater has a burn-off period of up to 10 hours. During this time, the colorants used in manufacturing may emit an odor, which will gradually disappear. During the burn-off period, operate your system on high and open your damper. If you do not have a damper, open the closest window to relieve the odor. If your heater ever shuts down unexpectedly, check the following. The thermostatic bulb may be too close to the heater, causing the flame to modulate out. The pilot light could have been extinguished, causing the valve to shut down the heater. Or the room your heater is in may not be ventilated well enough, and the oxygen depletion sensor could be registering a drop in the oxygen supply. If you have additional questions or concerns about your gas log heater, refer to your owner's manual. For additional information regarding installation or operation of your heater, call our hotline at 1-800-229-5647. Again, thank you for purchasing your EmberGlow gas log heater. We are sure it will provide you with high efficiency and realistic beauty for many years to come.